few months from now, Mazda revealed their new concept car, a vehicle that stunned the world because it could literally change the automotive industry as we know it. This year, they introduced the all-new Mazda Vision X-Coupe. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What makes this car different from all the other new cars out there? Well, I can tell you, it has a lot of differences. In fact, it has the potential to be the most technologically advanced car of the decade. So, let's find out whether this car lives up to all the hype. Here, I want to make a disclaimer and say that I am a huge fan of rotary engines and that an RX-7 FD is one of my dream cars, so the matter is delicate for me. Don't disappoint me, Mazda, please. Mazda has always had a legendary engine, the Wankel rotary engine. You may know it from the RX-7. It's a bit different from a conventional piston engine in a car. Instead of pistons, it uses spinning Doritos to make the power. And while it had many advantages like weight and compact size, it also came with several drawbacks. I don't want to focus too much on its history here because it's a big topic and it would take too long. We'll cover more about the engine's history in future videos. What I do want to highlight is that Mazda, even though the engine was the mark of the company, eventually discontinued this engine due to emissions issues and, over the years, tried to bring it back without much success. That's why the Vision X-Coupe comes into the discussion with a twin-rotor engine, but in a slightly different way than the classic rotary engines we all loved. This new engine has a futuristic design and is combined with an electric motor, creating something completely new. Let's start with the exterior of the car. The moment you see it, you realize this isn't just any car. It feels imposing and unusual in a way that immediately grabs your attention. What we're seeing is the next evolution of Mazda's celebrated Kodo, soul of motion design philosophy. For years, Kodo has been about capturing the energy of a living creature in motion, right at the moment before it pounces. You can see it in the taut lines and muscular curves of every modern Mazda. The Vision X-Coupe is long, low, and incredibly wide. For perspective, its length of over 5 meters puts it in the same league as flagship sedans like the Mercedes CLS. This car is a statement piece, and it has the presence to prove it. The profile is pure four-door coupe artistry, with a long hood, a sharply raked windshield, and a roofline that flows uninterrupted into a sleek, camback-style rear. Up front, the traditional grille is gone, replaced by a fully enclosed panel with menacing, fang-like accents and impossibly slender headlights that give it an aggressive, predatory stare. It's a face that's unmistakably Mazda, yet entirely futuristic. Along the side, the designers have resisted the urge to clutter the body with unnecessary lines. There's a single, elegant crease that runs from the front fender to the rear, creating a sense of dynamic motion. It's a masterclass in minimalism, showing that sometimes the lines you don't draw are just as important as the ones you do. Of course, the design is subjective. I've heard mixed opinions from people about whether they like it or not. There's no denying it has a modern, new-era look that will grow on many. But for me, I have to admit, even though I love Mazda, the exterior still hasn't fully clicked yet. Step inside, and the philosophy of refined Japanese minimalism continues. In an era where other automakers seem to be in a competition to see who can bolt the biggest TV onto the dashboard, Mazda has taken a refreshingly different path. The interior of the Vision X-Coupe is clean, driver-focused, and incredibly upscale. The digital instrument cluster is elegantly divided into 3 separate gauges, featuring retro-inspired graphics that are both stylish and easy to read. The main infotainment screen is seamlessly integrated into the horizontal sweep of the dashboard, instead of sitting awkwardly on top like an afterthought. This creates an open, airy feeling that puts the focus back on the road ahead and the pure act of driving. Okay. We've talked about the unique design inside and out, but now we've reached the most interesting part. What's hiding under that long hood? For years, enthusiasts have mourned the loss of one of the most unique and characterful engines ever made, the rotary. You remember what we mentioned earlier, its incredible sound and that iconic spinning Dorito. The Vision X-Coupe is a plug-in hybrid, but not like any PHEV you've seen before. It combines a brand new turbocharged 2-rotor rotary engine with a powerful electric motor and a substantial battery. The result is a staggering combined output of 510 PS or 503 horsepower. The exact number might end up being a bit more or a bit less, but one thing is certain, this car will be seriously fast. But the real magic is how it makes that power. Mazda has confirmed an electric-only range of 160 kilometers or about 99 miles. More than enough for most people's daily driving. When the battery gets low, or when you ask for maximum performance, the rotary engine quietly wakes up. But here's the genius part. The rotary engine doesn't directly power the wheels. Instead, it works as a sophisticated power generator, creating electricity to feed the battery and the electric motors. This setup is often called a series hybrid, or an extended-range electric vehicle. Think of the rotary not as the legs of the Sprinter, but as a hyper-efficient power plant, constantly feeding energy to the electric motors that are actually doing the running. This allows the rotary to always operate in its sweet spot, its most efficient RPM range, dramatically improving fuel efficiency and reducing emissions, the two biggest historical drawbacks of rotary engines. Meanwhile, you get the best of both worlds, the instant, silent, powerful torque of electric motors driving the wheels, and a total combined range of up to 800 kilometers, or nearly 500 miles. But besides the long-awaited engine that fans are excited to see return, the real innovation of this car is something far bigger. Mazda isn't just trying to make a car that's carbon neutral. Their goal is to create a car that is carbon negative. A car that could actually help reduce CO2 in the atmosphere the more you drive it. How's that even possible? Yeah, when I first read that, I was confused too. But let me explain. It's a two-part strategy. Part one is the fuel. The Vision X-Coupe is designed to run on a special carbon-neutral biofuel made from microalgae. Mazda is part of a collaboration that cultivates these microalgae, which naturally absorb CO2 from the atmosphere as they grow. The oils inside their cells are then extracted and refined into a clean, sustainable fuel that massively reduces emissions compared to gasoline. But that's only half the equation. Here's where things get really wild. The car is equipped with a proprietary technology called Mazda Mobile Carbon Capture, or MMCC. This device is built into the car, and it literally captures carbon dioxide from its own exhaust before it escapes into the air. The system uses a special zeolite filter to absorb the CO2, which is then stored in a tank. So what happens to that stored carbon? It can be safely sequestered, or even better, reused. Mazda suggests it could be recycled to help grow more microalgae for the fuel, creating a closed-loop cycle. I know, it sounds complicated, but in simple terms, it's like having a car that runs on clean fuel made from microalgae and uses a built-in vacuum filter to suck up part of its own emissions. This is Mazda's bold vision for 2035 and beyond. A performance car you can enjoy driving while knowing that your journey could actually contribute to a cleaner planet. While most companies are focused solely on full electrification, Mazda is taking a multi-solution approach, and this is easily one of the most innovative ideas we've seen from any automaker. They're even bringing this technology to the racetrack to show that they're truly serious about it. So let's circle back to where we started. Is the hype around the Mazda Vision X-Coupe real? I don't know. Of course, hype is different for everyone. Personally, I'm not completely sure. It's not exactly what I had imagined for Mazda's next rotary engine car, as an original Rotorhead fan. Maybe once it actually hits the road, and if it hits the road, my opinion will change. But right now, I'm not sure. I would have personally preferred a smaller, fully combustion rotary engine with that incredible, unmistakable sound. But that's just me. But for you, that's what matters. We want to hear what you think. Is this the future of performance cars? Is Mazda onto something big with carbon capture? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more deep dives into the future of automotive technology. Thanks for watching.